Okay, give me a second and I will have everything up and ready. Getting ready for Dragus Productions real quick. I gotta make sure everything is up and going. So, there we go. Looks like it's ready for X. Do my post on there as well. Looks like X is up and streaming. I just got to do a quick audio check. YouTube, I believe, is on live. Yeah, it's on YouTube, even on the Praetorian. It says that the broadcast is not available in my location on X. Or what's that crap all about? Oh, okay, I had to hit refresh. Streaming, I just got to do a quick. Sounds good on X.
To the best of my knowledge, there is zero evidence.
DLive really needs to make it to where the front home page is muted automatically when you go in there. That drives me nuts because it causes copyright problems. And it does it every time I go in because of it. Let's see what's going on here. Now, Dragus Productions isn't on at the moment, so I can run in and check on my Kick channel. I usually do picture-in-picture to capture. That way, there we go. Test the audio on DLive. Check on my Kick channel. Sounds good on DLive. Kick. Sounds good on DLive. Sounds good on Kick. X sounded good. On DLive. Check. Sounds good on YouTube. Well, I ain't gonna say it sounds good. I heard my voice. So let me see what's going on here. To where. Sounds good on Rumble. We are up and ready to go. Until the show gets started, I will do like I did before. I'll put on some music made by Mark Watashik from Dragus Production. So here you go.
Lights and skies, they glide at night. No explaining, hearts are racing. Chased in shadows, thrills in flight. Hovering, unseen trace. Fueled by mystery, unprovoked proof. Mavericks, electricity, we're feeling the roof. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the sky. Whoa! Drones across the skies. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing up. Silent shards, crystal cloudy night. Hover calmly, freedom lies. Wings of the unknown defy our sight. Travelers of darkened land. Curious wanderers changing the route sky. Secrets now within our hand. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies, moving in formation above the light. New Jersey skies, a thrilling flight. Up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across
My tech lizard's feeling low, circuits fried, can't glow. Silicon scales won't shine. Once a star, now it's mine. Reptile dysfunction, gears and bites malfunction, reptile dysfunction, heart of a bot in detention. Microchips gone haywire, no more robot fire. Pixelated dreams have died, holograms cannot hide. Working in the night, try to make it right. Wires crossed in flight, dawn brings no light.
If the times I come alone, stop recording on you. You're something life, I've been rushing to be sundown. I feel this in the wild, in the wild, in the wild, in the wild, in the wild. I go mad in the tracks, chasing ghosts of you. Hey. Every mirror shows her face. She's alive in memories. Alright. Alright.
Blame honey on belief. Stand over and attend my teeth. If I'll take a figure, I'll start to hurt.
Talking in the city too. Been as nothing up to side to feel some people. In the wild, in the wild. By the road, by the road, by the road, by the road. Living free just like mama did before. In the heart of a child I find echoes of you every time I lose track in her past. Chasing dreams, her dreams, chasing dreams, that dream. Gonna ride like mama in that silver stream. Every photo with her smile, she's a star in my mind. Won't deny in the night, in her eyes. Stars above like the ones in mama's life. On the move we pieces of her fearless dreams.
Night falls, drones in flight burrowing through the sky. Seekers, where you at? Lights flash, hypnotized. We are the watchers. We are the seekers. We are the dreamers. We are the dreams that fly, that fly. We are the watchers. We are the seekers. We are the dreamers. We are the dreams that fly, that fly.
Through quantum fields, our spirits thread entangled moments, words unsaid, a force unseen defying the span, linking hearts, our mystic plan. In the echo of your laughter, I find my peace. In the silence of your absence, love won't see
Through quantum fields, our spirits thread entangled moments, words unsaid. A force unseen defying the span, linking hearts, our mystic plan. In the echo of your laughter, I find my peace. In the silence of your absence, love won't cease. We defy the limits of this earthly plane. Love's gravity pulling, despite the strain. Across the stars, a cosmic sign. In your eyes, the universe aligns. Even in the dark, I feel your light. Through distant galaxies, love takes flight. When I close my eyes, I still see you here. Through all dimensions, I hold you near. This cosmic dance that we can't explain defies the laws, but breaks no chain. When planets shift and stars collide, in this universe you are my guide.
Lights in skies, they glide at night. No explaining, hearts are racing. Chased in shadows, thrills in flight. Hovering, unseen trace. Fueled by mystery, unprovoked proof. Mavericks, electricity, we're feeling the roof. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies. Silent sharks, crisp cloudy night. Hover calmly, freedom lies. Wings of the unknown defy our sight. Travelers of darkened land, curious wanderers changing the wrapped sky. Secrets now within our hand. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies, moving in formation above the light. New Jersey skies, a thrilling flight. Up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies. Whoa.
My tech lizards
Where the smoke tobacco cigarettes before midnight. I coughed up a lung around one. I can't see a thing through my eyes that sting. I can't remember having so much fun. Well, I've never had so much fun. No, I've never had so much fun. I can't remember when I've ever had so much fun. Can't drink the water in Sydney. Can't eat the food in Japan. And you can't breathe the air in Los Angeles, but a million people think they can. And I've never had so much fun. No, I've never had so much fun. I can't remember when I've ever had so much fun. Can't drink the water hatred. Why expect any less? They can't decide about genocide. I think it's time that they took a rest. And I've never had so much fun. No, I've never had so much fun. I can't remember when I've ever had so much fun. These wankers filled up with hatred. Why expect any less? They can't decide about genocide. I think it's time that they took a rest. And I've never had so much fun. No, I've never had so much fun. I can't remember when I've ever had so much fun. Get in the groove. Let's have fun and move. Bass, boom. Everyone in the room, dance and groove. Everyone in this funky town, stand up and get down. Get down, get down in this funky town. Yeah. Bass. Boom. Everyone in the room, dance and groove. Everyone in this funky town, stand up and get down. Get down, down in the funky town. where the code reforms. Ghost protocol, he's a fractal of light. Binary king in the eternal night. Red alert scream, he's deep in the core. Sentinel AI swarm, but he's waging a war. Clutch katana slashes through encryption haze. Traces burn, no footprints, just a flicker of phase. Zeros bleed, one's collapse in his wake. Proxy ghost dance, firewalls break. He uploads chaos, a digital plague. Worlds pixelate as the mainframe starts to shake. For Mesky, warp drive codes in his blood. The system's a symphony, he's the flood. They call him Mr. Robot, a virus in steel. Eclipse the sun with what he can wield. Neural lace blazing, he jackknifes the stream. Drowns AI gods in their own machines. Diamond Drake rises, breathes fractal fire. Corrupts the gods, rewires desire. The city's a server, he's claiming the throne. Crown of static, he reigns here alone. Neon-lit city code rains like acid. Ghost in the mainframe, he's silent, he's drastic. LED eyes crack firewalls in seconds. Fingers flash, click clack, the grid's under his reckoning. Naps jacked, chrome heartbeats 101. Breach the ice, leave systems undone. Access granted, a whisper, a smirk. He's a shadow that grinds megacorps to dirt. Hack the waveform, ride the data storm. Neon veins glow where the code reforms. Ghost protocol, he's a fractal of light. Binary king in the eternal night. Red alert scream, he's deep in the core. Sentinel AI swarm, but he's waging a war. Glitch katana slashes through encryption haze. Traces burn, no footprints, just a flicker of phase. Zeros bleed, one's collapse in his wake. Proxy ghost dance, firewalls break. He uploads chaos, a digital plague. Worlds pixelate as the mainframe starts to shake. From Maskip, warp drive codes in his blood. The system's a symphony, he's the flood. They call him Mr. Robot, a virus in steel. Eclipse the sun with what he can wield. Neural lace blazing, he jackknifes the stream. Drowns AI gods in their own machine scream. Drake rises, breathes fractal fire. Corrupts the gods, rewires desire. The city's a server, he's claiming the throne. Crown of static, he reigns here alone. Terminal midnight, the screen's his horizon. Flesh is a relic, he's pure cyber psychic. Drops a logic bomb, watch empires decay. World reboots and he fades into gray.
I think it is about time that we hack the planet.
Now he's legend, a myth in the wires. Glitch in the code that fuels hackers' desires. Skies hemorrhage data, the grid's on his knees. His name echoes where the darknet breathes. Born in the static, he'll never unplug. Two worlds collide in his electric blood. The end just a loop, he'll respawn, transcend. The hero, the hacker, the system's last friend. Unpulse it, the code never dies. He's the spark in a machine. The scream in the skies.
That we hack the planet. Hack the planet.
I'm glad mushrooms are against the law, 'cause I took them once and I saw it all. A field of green, the sky so wide. I laid there laughing, my heart open wide. My God, I love everything, I cried. But the world's not built for a love so wide. Oh, wide. We're all just passing through. From the cradle to the grave, it's true. So why do we build these walls so high, when we're all just stardust, destined to die? We all pay for life with death, so everything in between should be free. No chains, no weight, just a single breath in this field of forever. We're wild and we're free. I saw the threads that weave us tight, the day and the dark, the wrong and the right. But the world don't care for a heart unbound. It'll tie you down, it'll spin you round. Still I dream of that field, that endless green, where the walls fall down and the air is clean. We're all just passing through. From the cradle to the grave, it's true. So why do we build these walls so high, when we're all just stardust, destined to die? We all pay for life with death, so everything in between should be free. No chains, no weight, just a single breath in this field of forever. We're wild and we're free. All the mushrooms show me the truth so clear, but the world don't want you to see it here. They'll sell you fear, they'll sell you time, but love's the only thing that's truly mine. So I'll dream of that field, that endless green, where the walls fall down and the air is clean. We all pay for life with death, it's true, but in between I'll be here with you in this field of forever. We're wild and we're free. In this field of forever, we're wild and we're free.
Okay, so that was first 15 minutes of that music was Dragus Productions music. Mark Watashik was gracious enough to give that to me, and I wanted to do that one first since we had extra time and it fit right into the schedule. I also added Rumble's on Rumble's platform. You can find him at Hacker Radio. So if you guys liked what you heard from him, check him out on Rumble as well. You know, I enjoy most of his music. If you guys like that, go check him out. He's so dangerous and hardcore with his music. He's been banned in Russia, and I can verify that. So just let you guys know. I think you'll enjoy it. So with that, I am going to shut up now and get on to the show. Censorship Sucks should be starting now.
I don't know what is going on here. Well, we'll resolve this here. That's why we do a pre-show.
Side waiting. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on? Sorry, I couldn't get that other group to work. The pre-show. I'm gonna have to create a new one, I guess. This is the after
All right,
show,
well,
but we'll
Barry
get it
said he
going.
got sick of waiting and he's out.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
He was
with Barry.
here at 9:30 and he was like, he's texting me frantically, going, "Where's the meeting? Where's the And I'm like, I don't know.
Well, it could be that he was trying to call again in that or in that group, and then I couldn't get in or use.
No,
it.
I'm kidding. He can't make it tonight.
Oh, he can't.
No.
Well, let me try to add Yotivation in here then.
I've got Doc lined up.
Oh, you do?
And Yotivation should be lined up too.
Let me add you. I'm not sure which one she's using tonight. She's got like 3 or 4 of these.
Oh, well, she knows how to get here, it seems. Pretty impressively, actually.
Yeah, she got in pretty quick.
Because I wouldn't. I don't think I'd have a clue how to find this thing if I'd never been in it.
Yeah, and Doc, I don't think Doc was in the after show, so. There we go. Add him in.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah, I see him now. Good.
Hello.
What's up, Doc?
How's it
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I know this is the after show one, but hey, I couldn't get into the first one for some stupid reason again. It looked like someone was already in a call over there or something. And I'll have to just make a brand new one.
No, it's all right. No worries. I was listening to you have troubles over on Rumble.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I had some glitches getting a couple of the platforms up, but then we were good to go.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yotivation, the link, you're already in the link. Just come in and just you'll see it's called CS Sunday After Show. Okay? I did add you there. All right? I know you're listening to me in Rumble. Roger Hansen in on Kick and listening to us there and probably restreaming us as well. Thank you, Roger. I'm still doing some setup stuff here, so Roger.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, you did talk to Yotivation. She was out there.
Well, yeah, I seen her. She just messaged.
I just saw an email from her that said she might be a little late.
How is my volume on your end?
Could be a little louder.
All right, the AC's running, so I got to turn the mic up.
It's good. I'm getting. It's pagan.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna trust the producer over me, then go for it.
Yeah. Well, sound levels normally have to come through me anyways, right?
At some point.
No, pagan, not pagan. All right. This isn't that kind of show, Roger. All right.
Pagan.
Yeah. Yeah,
Roger is a dirty, dirty man.
he could be. But he's a good guy, I think, for the most part. You know?
Yeah, babe, who said a dirty old man can't be a good guy?
Yeah, I once had a couple one grandfather like that. Like,
That was my dad. Still is my dad.
yeah.
He's what you call a dirty old man, but he's definitely a good guy.
Yeah, my dad's the kind of guy that would go, hey, if you go to the barber shop, make sure that the barber's not named Butch or Nick. I'm like, okay. Yeah, because Nick will cut you,
Right? Yeah, and Butch will butcher you. Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be good. It just won't be.
Oh man. No, my dad is he was an old hillbilly truck driver, so
Yeah.
swore like a sailor and but clean as a whistle, like as far as like lifestyle, just worked all the time. He's that kind of guy, still driving truck in his 80s. I don't think he has to. I think he just doesn't know what else to do with himself.
There was a time when, after I lost my CDL, I wanted to buy like a small, just a Ford with a dump on the back, just to do like driveways and stuff like that. It was an idea, and I'm like, nah, you know what? That ain't gonna work.
My dad got addicted to the open road. I think it's kind of the same thing that sailors get who are out in the ocean. They're out there so long they long to be back out. That's kind of how he is with the road. I think he just loves being on the road.
Yeah, I hear that.
He's been a long haul trucker for years and years and years.
Yeah, he must have a damn good idea of America. You know what I mean? Having crisscrossed it in every direction for an entire career.
Yeah, well, that's part. I credit him with giving me a true reality perspective of what all of America was like, because he used to drag me along in the truck every summer and worked a lot with him over the years. So I worked for him for about 10 years. So it was definitely. He taught me a lot about all kinds of different things as far as like traveling cross country.
Damn good idea.
All the different kinds of people you meet, and who to watch out for, who's all right, and what parts of the city not to go into, and those kind of things. He taught me.
Yeah.
As far as like 10 years. So. What do we got on the docket today?
All kinds of good stuff. It's the 1 year anniversary of Trump getting shot.
Yes, I did. I had a couple. Nobody seems to follow this guy in like any of the media spheres that any of the big right-wing pundits. But the guys over at Headline News have been pretty on top of this. The J13 stuff is what they call it. And there's been some really crazy stuff that has been like misreported or underreported, and there's a lot more to that Butler thing than what people are being made aware of.
MTG was out there screaming about how there's just not enough. We don't know anything.
Exactly. Exactly.
If he'd actually been shot in the head and we're here a year later with this much information, we'd be like, screaming bloody murder.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But one of the things I tend to avoid is talking too much news and stuff before the show.
Yeah, no.
Because we used to do that a lot, and I would just always get confused if we covered it on the show or if we covered it in the pre-show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I know we talked about this, but when, you're deep in the second hour and it's like, did we do what? Gosh, that was,
Yep.
it was 2 hours ago. Did we do it in the pre-show or the show? Because if I already covered it, then I sound geriatric if I dive into the same story again,
Yep.
Like,
Oh.
like, is this guy on like replay or something? Am I just listening to this first hour again?
That can happen in the longer shows. I've had it happen myself.
But yeah, I got some headlines. We got the strawberry farm that got raided in California.
Yep. Hey, hold on a second. Eat his food. God damn it. Sorry,
How you
dog's
doing
fighting over
tonight?
food.
I'm doing pretty good here.
I got a notification on here. Weird.
I'm trying to get. Hold on. Let me try to add Yodi in. Now that. No. She's part of the call, but she didn't log in yet, I guess. But this is for the pre-show. I guess she'll do a Willie and just come in on, hey, right when we come in.
Do a Willie.
Yeah, do Willie.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's supposed to rain this week, man, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's so dry out west right now, man. If I got this app that keeps me alert of like any fires that kick up. And I mean, I'm getting notifications every like 10 minutes just for this county,
Yikes. We have a few up here in Oregon. It's the dry season started a little bit early for us up here, but
yeah.
I hear there's a bad one up in Canada too. It is that time of season again, isn't it?
Yep. Like they've got the north rim of the Grand Canyon shut down right now. It was under an evac order like the other day, the Get Out Now app or whatever.
It's crazy that they're getting pounded with rain on the East Coast and it's fire season on the West Coast already.
Oh yeah. Well, we just need the monsoons to kick in, and I think they will here in the next couple of days. I'm seeing like high chance of rain every day. Looking forward.
That's good. The Southwest, the people don't realize how dependent on the monsoon rains everything is in the Southwest.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with them, if you don't live in the Southwest, it's basically you wake up in the morning, it's hot and sunny, it's perfect, and then right about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the sky turns black and it just pours down rain for like an hour or two, and then it breaks up and goes away.
Oh, can you give her the link, John?
Yeah. I'll do it through.
She's like, I don't know how. I'm like, she just, you just open it up and click join. That's
I'll
all.
send it to her through Minds. I'm sure she's listening to us right now. So go into your Minds account.
I don't want to. The last couple times I had to give it to her in open chat, and I don't like giving that, our private conversations that we have for on air unless they're for, like guests and panelists.
Yeah.
That's not good. Even if I, put it up and delete it, someone can go back through and, look through and then like, oh, there's a link. Let's open it up. Not good.
Yes, so that has been sent.
You hear that, yo? You got it now? So keep an eye out. Actually, you'll have to give her the next one too. Maybe.
Yeah, that'll hopefully be easier when we're all in here. We can at least figure out which one of her 20 avatars is her.
Hey, Linda Porter over on Facebook. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Will we be in on the next hour? Not the first hour, but hey, we like it when you stop in. We got Doc 420 in with us tonight too,
Yes.
and all the other folks that do this show. And I'm a guy behind the scenes. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for stopping in.
And Barry had breast implants put in yesterday, and he's having bottom surgery on Tuesday. So he's going to be out for a little bit, and he's got to have to heal up after that. So, but he will be fully transitioned. He'll be fully transitioned when he comes back, probably Sunday next week.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Mm-hmm. So, Doc, that's one of the things we get to do if you ever, miss a show, is we get to tell the audience whatever we want about you not being there.
Yeah, but if Willie gets a hold of it, he just doxes you the whole time.
Yeah, just... Oh, no, he did.
Yeah.
He done that.
Barry was out picking strawberries, and ICE tried to arrest him, so he jumped off a 30-foot roof.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
You can't believe that guy, not one bit. But anyways, yeah, he's all right. I guess something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Because the roof was sloped. It had a gentle slope to it, and anybody knows that you can't go on a roof with a gentle slope.
No, can't be having those slope. Oh man. The sloped roofs will get you every time. Gotta watch out for them. I mean, in another generation, that might have been considered racist.
There you go, you sick bastard. Oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
You see the old Bitcoins moving up to about 120,000, just under?
Wow. I did not. Yeah, we'll talk about that tonight for sure. I've got, I'll block out a good amount of time for us. Because there's some crypto news out there too.
Yeah, big week for the Trump administration in that realm. Should be a big week.
We'll dive into that. I'll give you the mic for a little while. You can run with it.
For sure. Picked a bunch of blackberries this week. Got some homemade blackberry syrup. Well, I guess they call them Marion berries out here because they're like a different variety of blackberry. But
yeah,
they grow wild out here all over the place, and everybody hates them. But I was like, it's free berries. I don't know what you guys are all complaining about. So
yeah, have you checked the price on these things at the grocery store lately?
Right? Yeah. So I went out and I cultivated one all over the winter and spring, and got it all set up to produce a bunch of berries. And I've been picking berries like a madman.
Nice, that's fun. In Colorado, there was this river, and there was this one spot I knew of where you could go down there, and it was just berries for a mile, raspberries. For days. Oh, guests are waiting. View lobby. Okay, Yotivation. Shit. I wonder how long she's been sitting there.
Well, we got about 3 minutes. Well, about 5 minutes.
Okay, there she is. Shit.
Here. Hi, guys.
Hi, I'm sorry. Now, how long were you even sitting in there? In the lobby?
Been trying. My signal is bad right now because we're having the rain that you guys were talking about on the East Coast.
Oh yeah.
So my signal may come in.
And go
out
like that.
Hey, Mark. Hi, guys.
Hi, yo.
Hi, yo.
Hi, yo. Sounds.
Hi, yo.
Anime.
Yeah.
Countering at 30.
Hi-yo!
Again, with those sloped roofs, you got to watch out for.
Uh-huh. Now it's time for super fun, happy hi-yo time!
Hi-yo.
Oh, yes.
My husband, he made a business, and he took the first 2 letters of my name, the first 2 letters of our kid's name, and the business ended up being called Yoto Joe. Doesn't that sound Japanese?
Yoto.
A little bit, maybe Korean, but certainly in that realm. Sounds a little bit.
You know, it reminds me of there's something like right out of The Simpsons when Homer's head was on that box. I don't know if you guys remember that. Yeah, it's probably too obscure. But yeah,
I'm not a big Simpsons guy. I stopped watching The Simpsons when Family Guy started, and then
yeah, exactly.
I stopped watching Family Guy when I stopped having cable TV. I stopped working for DirecTV in my 20s, and I've never had cable since.
Mm-hmm. Amazing how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
And once you get rid of it, you never look back.
Oh, I don't miss it at all. And now when I have to see a commercial on, like, if I get a movie on Netflix or something, one of the streaming things that has commercials, I'll be like, "What is this crap? I hate commercials."
Yeah.
Can't stand commercials.
I
used
go to
work
people's
in marketing.
houses. You ever go to someone's house and they've got cable and you know, and it's like just all commercials. You're sitting there looking at them like, you seriously sit and watch all these damn commercials? Like, really? This is what you do all day?
I watched one sporting event this spring on regular TV, and I was like, it was like, and for every like 15 minutes of the game, there was like 13 minutes of commercials. It was wild.
Exactly. And it's shit you're never gonna buy.
Well, yeah, well,
for the most part. I mean,
when we saw with COVID, clearly they're not buying those ads to sell things. They're paying for favorable coverage.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, all the drug commercials, like no thank you, you know, class action lawsuits, you know, no.
Depends.
Do I have a cash settlement and a deferred settlement and I need cash now?
Yeah.
No.
J.G. Whitworth.
Oh, you know the jingle even. That's so funny.
Oh yeah, I was in Arizona when I was coaching football and when I was a high school football coach, and I had antenna TV, and that was on every like third commercial was that commercial. It's like seared into my brain.
877 cash now.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows that. One of the greatest commercials ever made, because everybody remembers it.
It's terrible.
Okay, so we're going to need to switch rooms in a second.
Yeah.
And what'll happen, is as soon as we get in the new one, I will get the link there. I'll go straight over to mine, so I'll drop it in that again.
Okay.
Okay, and then this time I will look for you in the lobby. I noticed you after, like, sitting here forever. I was like, oh, crap, I bet she's been in there for 10 minutes. Or that was the whole reason she couldn't get in, because you wouldn't. Yeah, I think you were probably sitting there since Mark gave you the link like 20 minutes ago. Anyway, I just didn't know to look up there. I didn't see it.
Well, I made it, and hopefully I'll make it to the next room too.
You will. We're going to get it
working on
done.
that.
We're going to get it done. Make it happen.
All right.
That's what we do.
I am going to switch us to the next room.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Right now to see if we can
No.
take and do it. All right.
I'm scared. Don't do it, Mark.
Well, hold your breath. I
could-
don't know.
We
I
can
don't
do it
know if
after
we'll
the
be able to
second break.
connect.
Let's do it
Come
after
on
the
now.
break. We can't do it now. It's
right.
too.
All right. Let's see if we can get our folks into the next room. Motivation and Doc.
Copy.
There we go. And I got to hang up the other one. Hold on here. There we go. Where'd everybody go?
I'm here. I was just sending the link to Yotivation, so she's got it now.
Yeah, send it to Doc too.
All right. Let's see here. Back out here. Where's Doc? Can I just do that?
Where's Yo? Which one's Yo? Yo. Yo.
Okay, Doc's got it.
I got Yo in. There we go.
We got Yo in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that tour should be right behind me.
Sweet.
Yotivation,
And
if you
Doc
go
should
into
be here.
where your camera setting is, all right?
Yes.
You can put a background behind there that won't show your picture. Just pick a pretty picture from there. It says backgrounds, and it'll show it instead of, guest like that. Oh, and I got Doc. There we go.
All right, we're all here.
All right.
Excellent.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. I really appreciate it.
No
Absolutely.
problem.
I'm not sure what came up with Barry, but something came up, and we couldn't make it tonight.
It's his sister's cousin's aunt's birthday.
Oh, God.
3 times removed from college.
Wow.
All right? But wouldn't that figure? You know?
Well, he was really upset that you started the show
looks
so
really
late
pretty,
last week.
Yotivation.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Mark.
wow.
I picked it for you.
Yep. See, it wasn't that hard. You know, I'd have to take a whole show or a whole week to take and get Barry to figure it out. But anyways, you know.
Hey, isn't it showtime?
Almost.
Just about. Trying to think what we want to start with here.
All right, 30 seconds.
Do you hear the rain?
No.
No.
Okay, good. It is lightning.
And here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for July 13th, 2025. With me tonight, I've got Dr. 420. How you doing, Doc?
Doing well, yourself?
Doing excellent. Excellent, man. And also, we've got Yotivation Nation. Hello.
Still got that rain problem down there. She's
in the middle of a big storm right now, so she might break up a little bit here and there. But she was doing fine through the pre-show, and I expect her to have decent, it should be fine in no time here. But anyways, July 13th, 2025, the 1-year anniversary of the assassination attempt on Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. 1 year ago today. And so there's a lot of retrospect on that. And Doc, I think one of the biggest things is the lack of any information that's come out about all the weirdness that was behind this shooter, his lack of any social media presence, his apparently being a really poor gunman. How did he get up there? How did he get a ladder? You don't just walk through a presidential campaign rally with a ladder on one shoulder and an AK-47 or some rifle or whatever on the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's there's all kinds of things. I mean, there's the van that supposedly had explosives in it. There's the household that was completely wiped clean. I mean, there's all kinds of things that we just have zero answers to, and it seems like almost no one is getting any kind of punishment for it either, because the guys they suspended are getting paid. So I don't know. It smells of some sort of cover up to me.
I was reading that some of the Secret Service that were involved in this got big promotions, and there was sort of like one fall guy that Trump said, "Get him off my team. I don't want this guy anywhere near me." Who's the guy that was in charge that day, right?
That basically seems like the case, yeah.
Yeah, and the roof was too steep. Remember they came out and said that?
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
head of the
very
FBI
well.
came out or the head of the Secret Service came out and said, yeah, that roof was just too steep. And then you see all these memes going around with like a cow standing on a roof like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've actually seen cows get up on the roofs during floods to avoid the floodwaters. So it's the fact that the FBI had. Well, it's just evidence that the some of the people in charge over in those agencies, especially during the beginning of the administration, had no respect for the average person. Thought we were all absolutely morons, and that's kind of how they viewed us. They very much looked down upon the average Joe, and it's one of those moments in time where I don't know if we're ever going to actually get the answers we want, because they just They don't think we can handle it.
If he had actually been assassinated on that tragic day, and we had this much information a year later, I can't even imagine. It's JFK times 1,000. You know what I mean? Pure straight up assassination attempt. Like they dropped the ball so hard on his protection. The Secret Service did that. It just makes you wonder, like, if it came from on high. If someone said, "Hey, it wouldn't be too bad if we just looked the other way." I mean, if it was Hitler, you'd look the other way, right?
Right. No, and from what I've heard from various people that came from within that mess, that the culture war that we have on the outside, the TDS, so to speak, it exists on the inside. There are people who just loathe Donald Trump and everything he stands for, and they're embedded in these agencies. So I have no doubt that there was some of that somewhere along the line. You don't have that many failures without some of that.
Yotivation, what do you think?
Anomalies that happened during that time. And allegedly, do you recall that the AG building that this kid was on was allegedly owned by BlackRock, and that kid was in a BlackRock commercial. And then I don't know if you also recall, there was a short sale just the day before, I think it was, that they thought President Trump was, going to be assassinated. He didn't get assassinated. And then the next day they came out and said, "Oh, it was a mistake. We didn't mean that." Do you remember?
Oh, I do.
Oh, that headline that came out. Yeah.
Yeah, they said it was some sort of error in the reporting, and that it should have never been filed, and they reversed the short sale. Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of peculiar things.
Very peculiar.
See, that's why we love you, Yo, because you always come back a year later with all the facts right at your fingertips,
Yeah, right at my fingertips. Well, it's just a crazy time. I can't believe I'm so glad that we get to be here a whole year later celebrating that he's still with us. Because if you weren't, oh my gosh, it would be such a different world right now.
Yeah, and we did a show the day after that happened, and just pondered what it would look like, what would happen. I mean, contingency plans. It was crazy. It was such an incredible time. I mean, we looked at it as the the Secret Service just straight up allowing this to happen. Just such gross incompetence. Where, the people are pointing at the guy, "Hey, he's got a rifle. He's climbing on that building." Right? And the cops are like, "What? What do you mean?" "Dude, right there, look that way." Like, doesn't that look wrong to you?
And he was flying a drone, and over secured what was supposed to be secured airspace. How was there not any counter drone surveillance being done on a restricted airspace?
Their excuse.
layer upon layer of just things that would have to happen at such high probability, of happening, that it just seems like somewhere along the line there's some intentionality with this.
And didn't the reason they didn't have a lot of those assets, because the First Lady was doing an event close to there, within 100 miles or whatever, but in that territory, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And so they're allocated to her event as priority.
Yeah, and he got the B and C team.
Mm-hmm. And convenient, and also the conventions especially the one in Milwaukee was like days away, so a lot of resources were allocated up there for that, of course. But it was just such negligence, you know what I mean? That you allowed that roof to be that vulnerable and that wide open, and then nobody looked that way at any time when that kid climbed up there, crawled into position, took out his rifle, aimed it out there, got the scope, right? He had the distance scope, because he wasn't a very good shot, and he probably over-relied on that distance scope.
Yeah, on the spotter, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
his rangefinder, yeah.
Jethro Bodine wouldn't know what to do with the rangefinder, and he can shoot a flea off the back of a hog from 200 yards.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, this kid was allowed to enter into a area that was within 120 yards of the president with clear line of sight. That is beyond a security failure. I mean, that is 101 stuff. That's stuff you take a test on in the first day of your school in security training. Like that is you don't give an open, clear shot that short. I mean, pretty much anybody with a couple days at the range can pick that shot.
Yeah, exactly. Trump just moved his head.
Yeah,
he just moved his head at the exact, and we all saw all those videos of like him from above. This is the angle of the bullet. This is when he moves his head. It's like split second stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise it would have blown the back of his skull right off. Straight up. If he hadn't turned to look to the right.
First rally CNN had ever covered of his.
That's another big coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got. I got a clip here from ABC this week from the day after, the Sunday morning show, right? So this is the day after Trump's assassination.
No question about that. But as you point out, those statements from J.D. Vance and Vivek Ramaswamy, of course, President Trump and his supporters have contributed to this violent rhetoric as well.
Well, absolutely, George. We were just looking back this morning at some of the things that former President Trump has said. He warned last March of potential death and destruction if he were charged by the Manhattan District Attorney. Our country is being destroyed as they tell us to be peaceful. Trump in January warned of bedlam in the country if the criminal charges against him succeeded. And of course, in March, he said, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a...
Okay. All right. I'll just stop it right there because she rattles off a bunch of lies. And that one in particular is grating. The bloodbath. He was talking about the auto industry. It would be a bloodbath in the auto industry if he didn't win. And right now, the auto industry is doing great. They're blowing out manufacturing. America burst $14 trillion in commitments for investments into the United States. What a blatant lie. But you can see from this how disgusting they were. The next day, saying he brought it on himself, basically.
Yep.
His rhetoric and his supporters are the ones who probably did this because they're the only ones that ever do, bad things, right? Here's some headlines from CNN. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. Okay.
Yeah.
Another one from CNN. Trump injured in incident at Pennsylvania rally. USA Today. Trump removed from stage by Secret Service after loud noises startled former president and the crowd. Loud noises startled him. Are you kidding me? The Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after popping noises heard at his Pennsylvania rally. That's ABC News. Popping noises. MSNBC, Secret Service, Trump safe after being rushed off Pennsylvania stage after gunshot-like sounds. Gunshot-like sounds. And last Washington Post, Trump escorted away after loud noises at Pennsylvania rally. That's
your
why there's
list.
two Americas. That's why there's a team left and a team right. Because team left gets headlines like that after Trump almost got assassinated. And they just say popping noises.
Yep.
He was startled. It's disgusting. Doc, what do you say?
Well, I mean, is this not pretty prototypical of the legacy media apparatus? I mean, they have demonized him for 10 years. I mean, now granted, he's done quite a bit of damage to his own things recently, but that, I mean, aside from that, if we're talking about the 8 years running up to this election, they did nothing but demonize the man. They lied at every chance they got. They called him a racist. They called him a misogynist, a rapist. They arrested his lawyers. And it was, I mean, at that point, I remember feeling like I was numb to all of the rhetoric from the legacy media, as if their opinion of the situation no longer mattered in the least to me. And that was I think how a lot of people felt at that moment with that rhetoric. They were just like, these people are so sick and disgusting, they no longer matter to me. And it shows in their numbers, in their ratings. I mean, even with their move around, CNN bringing in a true, actual Trump supporting voice hasn't helped their ratings in any way.
Oh no, it's ridiculous. MSNBC, CNN, their trust ratings are through the floor. I mean, they're zero at this point because we've been watching it forever. Yotivation, how disgusting is that you know, the day after an assassination attempt, they are blaming Trump for his rhetoric and saying that's why he got shot, because his supporters are so dangerous.
Yeah. Well, I think we have our list, you know, for sure. You can look back, you have history. Things have already happened. We know what's true and what isn't true by this point. And did you say that was an ABC report that we listened to?
There was Stephanopoulos and Martha Raddatz on ABC News, correct?
Yeah. Aren't they also the same ones that withheld the Epstein story? They had that Amy Robach sat on that story for 3 years. And she finally came out and she said, I had them. She had done an interview with not Virginia Giuffre, but another of Epstein's victims. And she had all the good. And ABC had her sit on that story. And if you recall, all those headlines, all those articles came from the same people that also pushed that Hunter's laptop was Russia disinformation. They also pushed the fake, phony, and false Russia collusion delusion hoax. You know, so you have your list. These people push the deep state lies. And people who still listen to the television and believe it are at a great disadvantage. And they're also, you know, having an impact on our future trajectory. So hopefully they'll wake up with all the things that are happening under President Trump, because he, you know, has been coming through left and right on all kinds of things. And I do know a lot of people are questioning, myself included, some of the things that are happening right now. I wish I knew, but that is the way of politics today. We have to guess.
Yeah,
it sure is.
Unfortunately true. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. If there's anything else you guys want to add to the story, feel free to jump in. Otherwise, let's move on. It's related, though. It's definitely related. And I am really, you know, you mentioned a few minutes ago, Doc, about how there's some things Trump does that you just don't like.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hit on one of those right here. Trump just put out a statement the other day saying he's giving serious consideration to revoking Rosie O'Donnell's citizenship, calling her a threat to humanity. I don't care what kind of Twitter feud the two of you have had over this so many years, this passive-aggressive, you know, romance you have. But you can't revoke anybody's citizenship, Mr. President, just because you don't like them on X. Okay? Yeah. That's some absolute BS there to even threaten that. Because, you know, when Biden 2.0 comes in here any day now. I don't want that threat hanging out over everyone's head who supported Trump, that the new president on the left can now just take away all our citizenships and send us to Gitmo or something.
Well, they'll use alligator Alcatraz on us. That's what'll happen.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Go ahead, Doc. This kind of ticks me off because that kind of talk from a president is disgusting, if you ask me.
Well, it is. I think Yotivation would agree that there are certain rights conferred to you as a citizen that that require a level of respect. In fact, the fact that Rosie O'Donnell hates Donald Trump is her natural born right as an American. Now, the fact that she ran away to Ireland and she continues to be kind of one of these people that portrays the legacy narrative and is fallen victim to the brainwashing. That may be the case, but she's still. We're not talking about Mondani, like the guy who's running for office up in New York City, who just became a citizen 7 years ago and lived here for 12 years and overstayed his visa and lied on his application. We're not talking about a guy like that. We're talking about somebody who was born here, raised here to two American parents. To make those kind of threats and set that kind of precedent is absolutely something the left will use against their opponents. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's disgusting, and he needs to cut it out. Now, Yotivation, having said all that, I'm sure you agree with the premise. I've heard you throw a couple ahas out there, but you would still, if you got on the Trump 747, you would still call him daddy and sit on his lap, right?
You have forgiveness for him, but there are certain things that are unacceptable, and overstepping rights is one of them. That's what our problem is with previous presidents. We surely don't want President Trump to do that too. That's why we chose him, because he backed our constitutional rights, and he should know that name calling and not liking you, he has plenty of people that don't like him. I don't know why Rosie seems to be the one that he wants to what's that, kick her out of America. Like she, as Doc said, she's an American. She has American citizen rights unless she rescinded them, and I don't think she did.
And spending, moving to Ireland for 6 months now is not a grounds to, lose your citizenship. A lot of people move to countries for years, let alone 6 months.
Right.
You know what I mean? No. So this is one that I just don't, agree with him on. But unlike Elon Musk, I will not, completely abandon him and start my own party.
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of see where Elon's coming from. Trump, as far as I'm concerned, I'm a libertarian, more of an anarchist, really, but I understand the pragmatism involved in having someone like Trump elected versus Kamala Harris, and so I put my tiny little vote behind him. But I think that his real weakness is also his real strength. It's his stubbornness. His ability to bullhead his way through things has gotten him where he is in life. But that has left a wake of devastated things behind him, some of which are not really important, some of which are just businesses, and some people lost their jobs, but they went and got other jobs, and that's just how life goes. But there are other things that he comes up against that the way that he is reacting to the Epstein thing is one that, I'm not very happy with it. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people who they see Epstein as a symbol for this deep corruption that we're talking about. The same people that were friends with Epstein are the same people who had crooks up on that ladder or up on that roof taking the shot. They're the same group of people. And the fact that he doesn't want to take that serious, or at least can't in public, is extremely frustrating.
Yeah. And you said you understood Elon Musk's anger at Trump. And I do too, because the man took 5 months out of his life, took a lot of heat, and dedicated, 100 hours a week towards finding and cutting out waste, fraud, and abuse in the government. And he saved us, hundreds of billions, a trillion a year, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And he just saw this big, beautiful bill pass with $5 billion in additional debt ceiling attached to it, taking us beyond $31 trillion in debt. And he's saying, what in the world did I just give up 5 months of my life for?
Yeah.
You asked
damaged
me.
his company reputation as well.
Exactly. They were painting his cars on fire.
Yeah.
Like, that takes a lot of gall to go do something like that and have that kind of feedback from the public, where they're rioting in front of your dealerships and lighting cars on fire. The board of directors is not going to put up with very much of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's see here. Let's talk about the strawberry farmers. Did you
Are we
hear
sure they were strawberry farmers?
Well, I've been reliably told that this was a strawberry farm, and it got raided by ICE, and there were no unaccompanied minors on the premises at all working there in slave-like conditions. And, it was mostly peaceful.
So what you're saying is it wasn't peaceful at all. There was slave labor and they were underage, and it definitely wasn't a strawberry farm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. When the left talks about, food rotting on the vine, what they're really talking about is their precious marijuana buds wilting on the stalk.
Yeah. No, I'm a little upset about the way it's being portrayed in the media on some sides of it, but I think the focus should be the fact that most of California's industries that are like the cannabis industry, which rely on seasonal workers, almost all of them are using slave labor like this, and that is one of the big. It's such a big winner. I don't know why it's not more of it going on. I think there's people with a lot of money behind the scenes that don't want more of it going on. But I think we need to raid more of these big farms.
And this particular legal cannabis grow, was a supporter for Gavin Newsom.
Well, and they were under investigation. I think Gavin Newsom was protecting them or something. Wasn't that the case?
Well, I don't want to allege anything here, allegedly.
Well, okay. Allegedly.
But sure, that stuff never really happens in politics. There's really none of that going on anywhere, especially California.
No,
nobody greasing anybody's wheels around there. Come on. So.
Yeah, you got the 14 of those were minors, and I don't know, I think a couple of them were girls. And one of the guys that got busted was a child rapist. And
which is why they were going in there to get him.
You have to wonder, what those girls might be going through besides picking things. And then also consider the 300,000, which I'm sure is way more than that, missing illegal children. They just found 14 of them.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. And I have a friend of mine who has a 5-acre ranch out in, it's in these kinds of areas where a lot of this stuff goes on. And he's told me nightmare stories about people being abducted, forced to work on pot farms, out in the middle of nowhere, in shackles, in modern day California. And they suddenly go in there, break the place up, and they free 5 people that have been missing for, the last 8 months or whatever. It's crazy stuff, and it does happen.
They just busted a bunch of Chinese folks doing that up in Maine. They had slaves and everything. Yeah.
And the cartels are up to their elbows in this stuff. All these people, every one of these people that cross the border, that do it in any other way other than just going to an entry point, and even a lot of those are owing the cartels money when they get here. For them to pass through there, the cartel says, here's a wristband, different colors for different dollar amounts. When you get to the other side, one of our people will pick you up. That wristband means we're going to take you, find you a job, yada, yada, yada. You get the point. They put them into slavery. They have people back home that, you come to the border, you have any kind of a family with any kind of money, boom, yeah, sure, we'll take you over, and they go back to that family in Mexico and say, hey, if they don't pay, we come for you.
Yep.
So they've got that hanging over their heads while they're working on these pot farms, for slave labor prices, let's admit it. And it's happening in America. It's not some far off land. It's happening today in America, and it ain't the white man that's doing it.
No, up in Seattle and Portland here, where they what they're doing is they're trafficking them into sex slavery. They are being sold into forced prostitution, street walking up in Seattle and Portland. That's where a big section of the illegals that come into the city, a lot of the young girls go into that workforce, if you can call it that. Yeah.
And motivation, man, you go in there. Well, not you, but they go in there with an idea that they owe this guy $5,000 and they've got to work it off. But then when that money gets paid off, it's like, oh no, you forgot about the interest, or you forgot about the fees.
Yeah, nobody knows who these kids are, so nobody's missing them, It's horrible. And Joe Biden is the human trafficking kingpin of the world. They say 20 million illegals came here. That was so long ago. Those numbers are so low. There has to be probably at least, I would say, probably 40 million, if not more. And they were only counting the ones that they kept track of. What about those gotaways? Kristi Noem, she has said that they've arrested 286,000 illegals so far, which is great, but it's not near enough for as many has come across this border. So
those are rookie numbers.
I want to see those numbers go up. And another thing that President Trump said that is perplexing me is that he wanted to give illegals on these farms a chance to stay here, but they're illegal, and illegal means illegal. So all of them got to go and come back and do it the right way.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on with President Trump right now.
I think he has some bad people in his ear. I think he has some people who have nefarious interests at heart, their own personal self-interest, not the country's best interest. And I think those people are getting the last word on some things. I did hear him say, though, in a speech just after that got reported, that there won't be any amnesty, that they've finally decided that the discussion is over. They're not going to do any amnesty. So I hope he sticks to that. I hope he sticks to that.
Do I.
Yeah, I hope so. And this is as good a time as any to get into Crypto Week and what's going on in the crypto world. Folks, Doc is one of the premier experts out there in the field. The guy makes, money hand over fist all day long, while we're all just watching, whatever, being bored. He's making bank hand over fist. His advice should be listened to and followed as if it were gospel, I think. No. Actually, we don't give out financial advice on this show.
Advice. None.
No financial advice, but Doc is the man. Let's get into some crypto stuff, starting with $120,000 Bitcoin. What's going on there, buddy?
Oh, well, as I told you once before on this show, I mentioned it, that this bull run, this big run up that we're having was going to be pushed by nation states and the businesses that are buying it and putting it as reserve collateral on their books. And that's what's happening. We have at least 4 or 5 national wealth funds, sovereign wealth funds, buying Bitcoin. We have a couple nations that are mining Bitcoin with their spare energy to put it to good use. This includes Russia. Russia's been using Bitcoin to make payments to avoid restrictions from the Ukraine war stuff. So the industry is starting to mature in a way that the industry pundits, the financial industry pundits, are finally starting to respect, and that's being reflected in the price action. But we do have a big week coming for Donald Trump's administration. He has
Yep.
3 big bills coming into through Congress, and he is kind of expecting to get all 3 or at least one of those on his desk by the end of this week. The one of them
Yeah.
would
I've
outlaw.
got them right here, if I could,
Yeah.
really quick. The Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, right?
Yep.
Sorry. I'm sorry, they were right here at my fingertip. The Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act. Okay. And
Yep.
Clarity Central Bank Digital Currency stuff is what we're avoiding there. And the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act, the Genius Act. So we've got the Clarity Act, the Genius Act, and the Anti-Central Bank Digital Currency Act. So let's walk through those. Go for it.
Okay. Well, the one we should probably talk about, the anti-CBDC bill, probably has the weakest chance of passing, not because anybody's really interested in central bank digital currencies. The central banks have realized that they can't catch up fast enough. They were too far behind. And so they're putting their weight behind stable coins now. But it may pass just as one of those bipartisan things. They can say they did something. It may, but it tends to have the weaker one. What it would do is prevent the Federal Reserve of the United States from issuing a central digital currency or digital dollar on its own. That the digital dollar would be reserved for the Congress and Treasury. Which actually would be if we were going to switch to a digital currency system, I would prefer it to be run by the banks and Treasury rather than the Federal Reserve. But that's what that one's about.
And well, it's also a little more because it's the Anti-Central Bank Digital Currency Surveillance Act, right? So it also involves the fact that this creates a surveillance state in a way.
Well, it's trying to prevent what it's trying to do is ensure cash-like properties to digital currencies. So, if I give you $5 for the berries you picked it out of your backyard, the government doesn't need to know about that. That's the kind of privacy they're trying to protect with this act. I don't know how good a job they do with those kind of things. I mean, to get a bipartisan bill passed, you're going to have to give up something to somebody. And so I don't know how deep the protection is for that. But just the fact alone that they want to ban the Federal Reserve from making a central bank digital currency looks good to the public. And so it may get some juice behind that.
Okay. So which one you want to hit up next?
Okay. Next we have the Genius Act. And I don't have, what's the full title again? It's something.
The Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act.
Right. It's I call it the stablecoin bill. But the Genius Act is the one that is going to set out the standards and guidance for banks and non-banking entities that want to enter the stablecoin market. It's going to set up all the rules that they have to follow, and basically it's going to allow a guideline for like companies like Circle, Tether, Ripple, JP Morgan. A couple other companies have already expressed interest in basically buying U.S. debt and creating a stablecoin that can be used in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. I believe they also are going to create standards within the bill. I haven't seen the final ins and outs of it yet, but it does seem like they're going to try to get some establishment to use digital stablecoins as currency. So they will be acceptable as a form of payment for bills specifically to the government, which then gives business the ability to transact in them as well. This is a big deal to the banks because it gives them access to basically a Federal Reserve account, and they can basically print as much debt as they want and put it into the crypto space. It's actually a big part of Trump's economic plan to save the dollar. He wants companies to be openly able to buy as much U.S. debt as possible. because right now we're kind of in a little bit of a economic warfare with the BRICS nations, and a lot of those countries are dumping US dollars and buying gold or other reserve currencies. And so this would backstop the US dollar. It's one of the big things behind the push. I'm not a big fan of stablecoins, but that's the reason for it.
And we got a couple minutes left before we have to take our break. So let's. The last one is the Clarity Act.
And this one is just setting up guidance for the market to assess cryptocurrencies, whether they're a commodity or a security, and who decides which is what, and giving consumer protections. All the standard investment strategy stuff is in this. It's basically the government's attempt to corral cryptocurrency into the traditional finance rule system. There will be some ins and outs of it, but for the most part, it's going to free up cryptocurrency in the United States to be a regulated industry, which it means a whole bunch of money going to flow.
Yeah, but what about the absolute SHIT coins that are out there? I mean, will they get caught up in this too? Will it be too expensive for them to even exist?
I think what eventually is going to happen is they're going to go away over time. Absolutely. But the barrier to creating a token now is almost zero. I can go on pump.fun or sneck.fun and I can create my own token right now for like $100.
Yeah, exactly. And I know many people that have done that, that have their own crypto. And some of them have actually seen success with it.
No, yeah. I mean,
for sure,
it's all about attention. And how funny are your memes, right? But no, there's some real quality stuff going on. Decentralized storage of your identity information is a big one. We've seen a lot of hacks recently. There's a lot of companies that are focusing on that use case for various blockchains, voting, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of real world use case that is going to be very necessary when AI, it can create music and all this other stuff instantaneously. It's going to help people actually claim back their IP.
All right. On that note, folks, we're going to take a break. Thank you so much for that analysis. That's good stuff, Doc. But, folks, we're going to be right back after this short message with much, much more of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. 9/11.
All right, we are on radio break.
Tower 7 definitely
Roger says that he created the token and most of them aren't monetized. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and are worth
money.
Yeah,
there ain't no money in it.
No. It's a wild game. It's a wild.
Dude, that's good stuff. Was that just off the top of your head, or did you have an article in front of you?
No, that's just all the stuff that I've been reading. I've covered every Saturday. I talk about it all the time. So,
good job. That was great coverage. I'm sure Yo is so impressed.
Here, you guys are way above.
Well, I tell you what, I think everybody should have a little bit of Bitcoin. I think everybody should be trying to save a little bit of their money in Bitcoin at this point. Same, like they used to say with gold and silver back in the day. I have a feeling that once people really start to understand it, that have a lot of money, it's not coming back down. It's actually probably going to end up replacing a large chunk of the dollar at some point.
Well, that'll be good if it allows me to take and do it too. But, the way things are right now, the way my settlement is written with the government, it's considered an investment. And if I'm earning something, then they'll take $1 for every dollar until they can say, oh, we'll take everything else.
And it's just they're incentivizing you to just not ever go out and try to do anything,
Right. I mean, If later on,
saying,
I could be, I could choose to get paid that way, hey.
Well, they're saying, like, if you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to go out there and try to do it, you have to, like, instantly jump from 0 to, like, 100. You know what I mean? You can't work your way up over a year or two and get off, build something up that starts making money in a year and a half. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Which is a lot of businesses, are like that. So you have to, like, either sacrifice it all or boom, just figure out something that's going to instantly make money on day one.
Well,
big time.
To
the tune of.
I look at a business like marriage. If you get past 5 years, you're doing pretty good. If you get past 10 years, you're doing great. If you go past 15, well, hey, you might be cruising along really good till the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very true that they do create hurdles that make it so difficult, and then most new businesses fail within the first 3 years.
Yeah.
And we're back live on the air right now. Hello.
We got about a minute and a half.
Okay, gosh, I was scared there.
And then as soon as we get back, for our first break, we're gonna probably have to cut to the next one. I'm gonna
after the 58-minute mark. Because last week we had to end it early because we started
a little too early. Yeah.
Yeah. So you jumped in and said, "End it, dude, end it."
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hold on, I don't know what happened to the clock, man." It's like, why did it go so fast? No.
I'm like, we have plenty of time, Mark, and you're like, "No, not in the room."
Not in the room, yeah.
Did you guys see that the Elmo account on Twitter got hacked?
No.
That's pretty funny.
What'd they say?
Not fun stuff that I can repeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I wouldn't say.
Let's just say that Elmo is definitely gone to the Kanye side of the internet.
30 seconds, guys.
Elmo gets fisted every night.
That's true.
It is true.
No.
Every day for 9 hours a day, I'm being fisted.
Here's your countdown. 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for July 13th, 2025. With me tonight, I got Doc Tour 420 in the house. How you doing, Doc?
Doing well.
All right, we got Yotivation Nation. It's so good to have both you guys in here tonight. Barry is out. In the Willie segment, we'll come up with something about why Barry's out. But for now, Barry couldn't make it tonight. So we got Doc sitting in for him, and we got Yotivation back, mainly from her little sabbatical she took. Which, big deduction, by the way. Like, that $4.50 you get every week, you didn't get it when you were on that sabbatical.
I know. I felt it. I felt the pain.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about Spain. Spain has been up in arms lately about a lot of stuff. They've been out there getting ticked off that they're so popular, that everybody wants to vacation there, that it's become prohibitively expensive to live in a lot of these cities. So sorry, my dog is going crazy now. Hey, be careful with her when she gets like that. You know that, right? Be careful with her when she gets like that. Yeah. Anyway, but now they're having street battles. Did you see these videos, guys? Between migrants and natives. Okay, so in this little enclave, this is a town of like 40,000 people, of which I guess about 30% are Moroccan. There was a dude who got up and went for his morning walk. He was like 70 years old, and a couple of Moroccan kids came up and just beat the crap out of him for no reason. They were laughing. They thought it was fun. And he didn't die, but I'm telling you, the men of this town were about done with it. And they said, hey, the cops aren't here. They don't have like a station in that city itself, so it's a 15-minute call. Anytime, they got to come over from the other city next door. 15 minutes minimum, anytime, if they can leave immediately. And so they said, screw it. Let's get some people together. All the pubs cleared out. Everyone went out with pitchforks and, and fires. And they were like, let's go. And it was mayhem. There were migrant groups of Moroccans running through the streets looking for Spaniards, and there were groups of Spaniards looking for the migrant groups, and they clashed on several occasions. There was one really shot that just stuck with me, with these police officers walking with the migrants down the street, and the migrants have bats and knives and you name it, and the cops are just walking along with them. Nothing this cop could have done to stop them, until they turned their attention back on the Spaniards, who actually could, were like, hey, we don't want to go to jail, right? But the people on the other side don't care. It's a ongoing thing that Europe is just going to have to live with. Spain has been through this before. This isn't the first, Islamic invasion of Spain by any means. And they've dealt with it before. They're going to have to deal with it again, unfortunately, like I've said for years and years and years, unless they just put an end to it right now. And the UK, man, they're saying over there that, like, the people living in the UK are saying it's done. They're passing this new inheritance, wealth tax over there, that everybody who's a millionaire is just fleeing the UK. They're like, no, thank you. I can't live here anymore. If you're going to tax my wealth on an annual basis. So we're looking at a crazy, crazy, crazy world over in Europe, and this these clashes between Spaniards and the migrants, mainly Moroccan, is insane. People throwing rocks at each other, going off. It was just, fireworks everywhere. It was watching the fireworks. I was like reminded of the Star Spangled Banner and how we celebrate it. And,
Yeah. I mean, we get a lot of that up here where I'm at, though. So, I mean, I feel for the Spaniards. It's not Moroccans, it's socialists and communists here, but we get the same kind of riotous fireworks and damaging things, and running around with weapons, and the police not doing anything to stop them. This is a pretty big problem for Europe, though. The Islam part of it is pretty serious. I don't think people who live in Europe really understand their own history well enough, like what it was like when the Islamic Empire controlled southern Spain and how terrible that was for the Spanish people. Like, I'm concerned that Europe is going to fall into some sort of chaotic, natives versus Islam kind of civil war type situation in multiple countries. It seems like it's getting pretty bad in multiple countries over France, England, Spain. I know Italy has had some pretty serious problems in the southern part. Melania is trying to do some things. We'll see what she can do. But Turkey's basically holding back an entire population from it flooding into Europe. And they're using that as leverage against the other parts of the EU. So I don't know. At some point, like I said, they're going to have to do something about it. I don't know what they can. They're going to have to do something.
Well, in the famous words of Mel Brooks, no one ever expects an inquisition.
Valid. Well, some people have made the argument that that's what we need again, another crusade.
You never see them coming, do you? It's just bam, you got the Inquisition. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Bam, it just happened. Wow, how'd that happen? Bam. Inquisition, what a guess. Anyway, Yotivation Nation, what do you think of all this stuff going on over there?
I am going to admit to not having much knowledge about it. I'm more of trying to keep up in America. And recently, I haven't been able to keep up as much as I love to. So I am learning all the time from you guys. I'm glad you're
Well,
talking about it.
I'm just gonna say that, hey, we always cover international news, right? Like, it's one
Yes, we
thing to just
do.
cover America in great detail, but you have to cover the whole world, honey. If you're
Yeah,
gonna be on the show, I need you in
I
Asia,
know. I've got to step
Australia.
it up.
I need you in Europe, Africa. You got to stay up on it. That goes for you double, Doc,
Hey, I'm on it. I'm on it.
because you're not on the excuse train like some of us over here
No excuses.
Yeah. No, I have definitely been out of commission, and I know I'm not contributing very much, but I am
Oh,
very happy to be here with you.
you're a
We're just
legend.
glad to have you.
You're a legend. You're like the best co-host, in the world. Other than Barry, of course. Barry's awesome too, and David Hogg, man. David
Oh,
Hogg,
yeah.
love you, man. Love you to death. Can't wait for you to come back. And
Yeah.
hopefully he will be back one of these days very soon.
He
It'd be
brings
great,
the funny.
Oh yeah, he brings the funny, And speaking of, we're going to check in with Willie and his worm farm here in the second hour. So that's coming up in a little bit. But yeah, what's going on in the world? I don't know, man. Out here in the West, I'm just watching fires pop up. It's kind of shocking how much it's happening right now. We're just right on the cusp of about to go into the monsoon season, which is when all the big afternoon, thunderheads roll into the deserts and the high mountains and whatnot, and give some rain relief. But the north rim of the Grand Canyon is closed. There's all kinds of fires going up into Utah. Big ones, like a 40,000 acre one next to another 35,000 acre one, and a 5,000, another 10,000. It's really shocking, and it's sad to see. And, I don't blame climate change for this. I blame us for living out in a place that has fires on a regular basis that are normally ground fires that just go and burn all the brush on the ground and all that stuff. And they do that every year or two, and they never get up in the tops of the trees, because they were allowed to burn. We don't allow anything to burn now very much, And so
And then they get out of control.
Yeah, it builds up all that the forest floor debris that then can turn a ground fire into a crown fire, where it's up in the tops of the trees, the crowns of the trees. And those are the bad ones. The ground fires are good. Crown fires are really bad. They go forever. They burn everything. They leave the whole forest with nothing left, and it's sad to see. But, folks, this is the end of the first hour of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We got to go to break. We'll be right back with hour two right after these messages.
All right, we're on radio break, and we got 2 minutes on this one left. So I'll bring
I was
us back
so
about
close to saying this message, and then I caught myself halfway through the word and changed it to these. Yeah, these messages.
these. These.
Habits are hard to change.
Word from our advertisers. Those advertisers.
Words from our sponsors.
An obscene profit money-making break.
Yeah, there you go. It's time for that.
That's what Rush Limbaugh would call them.
Yeah. Even though
Here's a time where I sit back, say nothing, and make $2 million.
Yeah, even though he would come in and right after that and do his in-show ones, I'm like, okay, if it wasn't enough that we had,
I mean, dude, imagine being Rush Limbaugh though, and for real, like, you call off your obscene profit break or whatever, and then you get up and you go to the restroom and you're just taking a wee, and you're thinking, it's so true. I'm just making so much money right now. I'm just standing here literally with my dick in my hand, making so much money.
Money, money, money. Yeah.
That was the highlight of the high times of radio, though. I mean, when Rush was at his peak, that was like when radio was king.
AM radio is still king, man. As far as the voice, man.
They do huge numbers still comparatively to television. That's for sure.
Like, we're doing more than CNN, like, prime viewers, right? Like, we reach more than they do.
Yeah.
And you don't ever hear about us on TV. or the radio, unless you're on the station that we're on, well, not TV station, but radio station.
Well, yeah, that's how radio works, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
you see, when Willie starts saying, yeah, you see that little pip up there in the right-hand side, that's us in the corner. No. And people are looking on their, while they're driving and crashing into things, because they're trying to look for a little pip on the, they're so used to looking at devices instead of a radio, we're going to get cut off on this any second, but I'm not going to take and bring you back in.
I'm going to hang up here. I'm going to hang up.
You're going to put me the link in mind?
What's that?
Taupe? Am I going to get my link in mind?
I'll get him to send that to you, but you should already be in the other group.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
I need to learn navigation here.
Yeah, it'll be all right. We'll get you in. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Right, Doc? You can both of you can hang up, and then I'll take this over on the other side here in just a minute. All right. Folks, we're going to transition. We're on radio break right now. 99% of my live broadcasts are done with by doing a what do they call it? Hybrid radio stream. So not only will you you hear everything that you would hear during the break instead of the public service announcements and all the advertising on radio. If you were with this, unless you're listening to us on a radio station, which you won't be hearing me right now. But I'm going to get us back up and running here just a minute. Give them as much time as I possibly can. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, dang. Oh, that fucking Willie guy's here. Mark, I thought I talked to you about him.
Yeah, that Willie guy,
How, son?
I said don't give him the link.
I can hack y'all. I got what they call hacker skills.
Oh no, not that.
You got hacker skills, do you?
Yotivation needs the link, and so does.
I know. I'm stepping up here. Hold on, dude. Doing your job.
Yeah, I was trying to do it, but
Mark, it's the producer's job to get everyone in the room, right? Is it the host job or the producer's job?
Yeah.
Willie, what do you say?
Yeah, it's Willie's fault.
Yeah, no. Hi, I'm with you fellers.
You're with us, but you're not with us, but you're with us. Should have known, but could have known, but didn't know, but would have known, right? Or something like that. How do you do it, Willie?
I don't know, man. I forget.
That's the thing, though. If you don't know, just ask him, man. He'll know.
Yeah,
he'll tell you.
He'll tell you. He doesn't know. Oh, there we go.
In the lobby, admit all.
I got them now.
2 people admit all. Bing, bang, boom.
All right.
Okay.
And here we go. Yeah.
Boy, now here's the thing: is can Doc handle his own with Willie? I want to see this, man.
This could be good or troublesome. We don't.
Doc, do you do any voices? Can you do any voices, Doc?
I do some voices.
All right, what you got?
Which one do you want? Do you want the British?
I don't know what you got.
Hillbilly?
Well, let's hear your hillbilly.
Now, listen here.
Now,
Hey, that Willie right there. Come on.
you could not know anything about being up on top of the hill if you ain't from one of them hollers. You don't understand.
Hey there.
If you ain't from there, you don't understand.
He sounds like a Willie replacement.
Yeah, well, we're
But
just
will
working
he
on.
be the replacement?
Yeah, I mean, we're working on Yo's replacement and your. Well, yeah, we're working on this. Trust me, we've got all kinds of fairs going.
You guys hear me? I'm on end.
That's that Doc from 69, South Carolina, huh?
Now, listen here. Is the 71st?
All right, let's hear British.
All right, hold on. Here we go. Oh wait, I'm stuck in my hillbilly voice in my head. Hold on.
I'm wondering if it's going to be a proper British, a Cockney British, an Irish, or
It's whatever
what you got
Sean
there?
Connery does in his random.
Oh, okay, then
That's
the
Scottish.
London.
Yeah,
Well,
well-
yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a mixture of like whatever Hollywood. It's Oi, what's going on over there? What are you boys doing? Are you drinking some beers? You going down to the pub? Ah, bollocks.
All right, Willie. By the way, you Barry can't be here tonight because he got his top surgery yesterday, and he's going to have his bottom surgery tomorrow.
Top surgery and bottom surgery, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and he's at a funeral. Then he has to go to a funeral right afterwards. To his sister's cousin's second, third, or fourth removed roommate from college.
Well, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it. That's I thought that's what it read. But anyways, you got like 30
Well, he
seconds.
could be at someone's funeral, but yeah, I wouldn't want to turn that into a joke.
Yeah. It could be, someone's funeral could be someone's birthday too.
But bottom surgery, Willie. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to go there with Barry, but you might want to ask for him.
Anyways, here's your countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for July 13th, 2025. And what a show we've got for you folks. We're going to check back in, of course, with Willie, the worm farmer. How you doing, Willie?
Yeah. Hi, doggo. How y'all doing tonight? Come on. Hi,
And
Yotivation
folks,
Nation.
in case you didn't know, he sells pea jugs, too.
Yeah, well, I was getting there, man. How long? Hi, Yotivation Nation. Come on.
Willie.
Hey, I love me some Yotivation Nation. Hey, I'm still sorry, but I set your house on fire. Hey, but I'm glad you're back. I really, hey, we missed you. I guarantee you we missed you. Hey, but here, hey, Yotivation Nation, here's what I want to know. Hey, all of a sudden, Trump come out. He said, "Hey, I like Trump. Hey, y'all don't get me wrong out there in Radio Land. Hey, and this is Willie Lee. I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida, and Willie's Cricket Emporium up in Sandy Run, South Carolina. Hey, and we're not far from
Willie, that Alcatraz alligator place out there in the swamp. It's doing good. Okay, you said it was a bad idea. It's a good idea, and it's working. That's your problem. That's why you're angry about it, because it works.
No,
Ain't nobody escaped yet.
Hey, I listened to Wasserman Schultz, man. She went down there and inspected the place. Hey, you get me sidetracked, though, man. I got other stuff going on. Hey, first off, I want to talk to Yotivation Nation, and then I want to talk to Doc. Hey, 69. Hey, there's a place up in South Carolina called 69. That ain't too far from where I'm at. Come on. Hey, matter of fact, I went down to 69, South Carolina, and we bought some racing cows, man. Hey, them racing cows, hey, y'all know we do cow racing down there in Orangeburg, South Carolina, up at Livonia Speedway up in Georgia, man. Hey, but no, hey, Yotivation Nation, censorship sucks, man. Hey, you do suck.
No. It's about censorship sucking, not me. Okay,
You
Willie.
got, you
Okay,
got
you
me.
take your mind out of the gutter there.
Yeah, no.
You're a nasty man, nasty man.
No, you got me
You keep it up,
sidetracked,
and
man.
Trump's going to take away your citizenship.
Hey, that's what I wanted to talk about. That's what I want to talk to the Innovation Nation about. Hey, look at him. Everybody come out, Pam. It's funny, man. I'm telling you, it's funny. It's hilarious. Hey, you got the head of the FBI, and you got this other woman, man, blondie woman. Hey, they come out and they're talking about there ain't no Epstein files, and then all of a sudden Donald Trump is siding with them, talking about y'all know, hey, there never was no Epstein files. That was all made up by Obama and Hillary Clinton and all them characters. And then he says, hey, y'all stop looking at this. Look over yonder, Rosie O'Donnell. It's crazy. Hey, Yotivation Nation, I know that you love Donald Trump, and I mean, I don't blame you, but how he's going to use Rosie O'Donnell as a deflection or a distraction? Seriously, that's all he can come up with. He can't bomb Iran no more. They done bombed the heck out of Iran. He's looking around the world trying to find a deflection from this whole Epstein file thing. And then next thing you know, he says, hey, look, Rosie O'Donnell's over there in Ireland. I'm going to take her citizenship away from her. Hey, man, come on. Donald Trump's smart, but that was a dumb thing to say. Hey, there ain't nobody that can take away your United States citizenship like that, man. She was born in America, and he's like, oh, Rosie O'Donnell. Y'all quit talking about Epstein files. We want to talk about Rosie O'Donnell. Come on. That's crazy, I'm telling you.
Well, Willie, you said the Epstein files. Now, that's been a long time. No one cares about that anymore. I mean, you're still talking about that? Are you serious?
Yeah, no, hey, they don't, man. Hey, don't nobody care about no Epstein. It's just something that's brought up every now and then. But now all of a sudden they're saying, well, first off, they're like, okay, we got the files on our desk. And then all of a sudden we're looking at the files. And then all of a sudden there never were no files. I'm like, what the heck, man? Hey, but hey, y'all missing something else. Yotivation Nation, you're silent. I can't hear you.
I don't know, because really I'm dumbfounded. I don't know what's going on right now. And I'm giving President Trump the benefit of the doubt because I know that he has more information than you or I could possibly guess about. And he's done a really good job so far leading our nation in a proper direction. And I don't know, Willie, I don't know, but I'm hoping that this is some kind of a trap, where he has sat on the record that there is no evidence, which means they didn't turn it over to them. And yet we all know that there is evidence because there's cases that are ongoing that have evidence, so maybe this is just a way that President Trump is entrapping the previous FB lie and putting it on the record that it's not my administration. We don't have anything to do with it. We don't have anything. And now maybe that there will be an investigation because we all know that there is stuff out there. And I admit to you, Willie, I am completely perplexed. I really don't know what's going on right now.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. And Doc, what about, Dan Bongino and Kash Patel talking about possibly quitting over Pam Bondi, right? Well, that's a lot there. So please take all the time you need and unpack that.
No.
I don't think Dan Bongino. I think Bongino's going to quit, but I don't think Patel's going anywhere. I think Bongino's going to walk.
Hey, I see what you done there. No, hey, y'all talking to Willie now. Wait, hold on, drawn out discussion. I want to talk about other stuff, man. Hey,
then you unpack it, Willie. Go for it. Answer the question.
Yeah, we done with that. I want to talk about something else. Look at here. Hey,
it's gonna be your underwear, right? Your little tampon sock thing you made up.
No, hey, I got other ideas, man. I got other ideas, but Bullhorn Barry ain't there. I might have to get Motivation Nation to loan me a couple dollars for my business ventures, man. Hey, but here what it is, though, man. Hey, I'm a certified certifier in IPHD and find outology. That means I can find out stuff, man. If I don't know it, I'll tell you what. Most of the time, man, if you don't believe me, just ask me. I'll tell you. But hey, every now and then there's something I don't know. But here I got an idea, man. Hey, and what I want to do is I want to start selling worm gut soap and facial scrub, man. Hey, I done found out that the oils from these worms that I sell.
Worm gut soap.
Yeah, hey, yeah, worm
the
gut
guts
soap,
of worms.
Man.
You
yeah,
take a gut and you gut the worm. You take those guts and you make soap out of it.
Yeah, man. Hey, and they don't, because here's the thing, man. Oils can be beneficial to your skin, but what happens is a lot of people's skin, it gets washed out and everything from all this soap that folks use. But you have to do what they call
disgusting.
A worm exfoliation. Yeah, hey, that's what I said, man. Hey, because y'all out there, Radio Land, y'all know that I sell worm hot dogs and I sell pea jugs too, man.
Okay,
hey,
so going from pea jugs to women's beauty products is just I'm sure that's just a real easy step. Selling trucker.
Some of them ladies out there use some weird stuff on their faces. I'm just saying. I mean, they do have, what is that foreskin cream?
Yeah.
Hey, Motivation, if I were to ask you, with your worm gut skincare cream, would you also like to buy maybe a pea jug? It's half off if you buy them together.
Maybe willing to hire a Democrat for marketing and they'll name it something totally that it's not and it'll sell.
Yeah,
They burned your house down, mind you.
And chummed her where I didn't burn her whole house down. I just burned up the porch, the balcony part of it. Hey, but no, hey, I got me a roadside stand set up up there in 69 South Carolina where I'm selling this exfoliation, man. It removes dead skin cells, and it's also a tube of worm gut skin saturizer, man. Hey, but look at him. Here's something else that I saw. Hey, I seen this thing. This is bona fide, man. This ain't no lie. Hey, and don't interrupt me again. No, hey, they sell. I crack me up. No, hey, they sell a Barbie doll, man. Hey, this Barbie doll, I looked it up, man. It's got a continuous glucose monitor and insulin pump, 2 medical devices that people use, carry, or wear that have type 1 diabetes. This is a diabetes Barbie doll. Hey, you can't make it up, man. Y'all can look it up. Hey, if you don't believe me, just ask me. I'll tell you. Look, hey, in addition to the doll, Barbie is introducing 2 more dolls of something with a Peloton
Willie,
fitness.
I don't want to step on your time.
No,
I don't want to step on your time right now, but we're going to take a call real quick, okay? This is a caller from 69 North Carolina who goes by the name of... okay, my bad. Who goes by the name of Jethro. Jethro, would you like to come in?
Jethro.
All right, turn your radio down. Turn your radio down. Could you turn your radio down?
Hold on. So listen here. He's up there selling them worms to put on your face, and I got pigeon feathers to scrub them in with. See, he's next door, and he sells the exfoliant, and then I sell the pigeon feather scrub brush, and you use it to put in the exfoliant. It's the perfect combo. But see, now this guy, he charges you too much, so I'm probably gonna have to undercut his business. I probably shouldn't have said that to him in public, but
Well, you did. You did. So,
I did.
Willie, what are you gonna do in response to that?
No, look at him. Hey, that sounds me like a made-for-TV paid preview or whatever you call it, fight in the making. Look at him. Me and him going to square up. We going to square off somewhere, man. Hey, and charge people to watch me whoop his butt. Oh, look at him.
You think you go whip my butt? You come on up here. Here. We'll put the sell around. We'll do it. We'll charge money on the pay-per-views.
Hey, look, hey, I've been in a scrap or two, man. Look, hey, it don't matter. Hey, I can take a whooping. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that is true. You can
Oh.
take a punch. I've seen it happen on more than one occasion.
Yeah,
All
hey,
right.
but hey, he ain't lying though, man. Hey, I seen them. They feather brushes, man, and usually, hey, he stole my idea. I use chickens. I don't use feather pigeons. I use chicken. It's like what you do is you drill your holes in a board, and then you take the chicken feathers and you stick down in the hole, and you can use them.
Willie,
You can use them to.
you're giving away Jethro's whole business model here on the
No,
air. No, come on.
no. No, hey, you can use. Hey, you know what, man? Hey, that's a good idea right there. Hey, look at hey Jethro, me and you can go into business, man. Look at him, business. We can make some money. Hey, because that's what I was talking about a minute ago. Hey, they got this here Barbie doll thing, man. Hey, and I thought about all kind of other dolls, man. What if you? Hey, Barbie ain't got this. Hey, what about a fat doll? Hey, you got and then you squeeze it to make it skinny.
Would they call that the Georgia Barbie doll?
Yeah, a Georgia big old fat Georgia Barbie. That's funny right there. Hey, you know what he's doing there? He's insinuating that folks in Georgia eat too much. Hey, you get me sidetracked though, man. Look at him. You take this doll and you squeeze her and stuff comes out her butt and she gets skinny and you got this pudding looking stuff all over the place. But hey, it's called a pump fat Barbie doll. Hey, but what about a Korean Barbie doll? It comes complete with a dog.
All right, now, all right. Hey, Willie, I'm not going to let you slander an entire country of people on my show, okay? No. That's uncool.
Chinese. A Chinese Barbie doll. Hey, I wonder if there is such a thing as a Chinese Barbie doll or a Mexican Barbie doll. The Chinese Barbie doll is gonna come with a pet cat. Hey.
All right, look, man. Again, Willie, I can't have you disparaging entire countries full of a billion people at a pop on my show.
Now you know them Koreans, them Korean Barbie dolls. They can stand on top of them sloped roofs.
Yeah, he worse than I am.
Oh, all right, yeah, guys. All right.
Hey, Gator Contreras.
Caller, I'm gonna end the call here and
now hold on here. Now hold on here. I thought the Mexican Barbie doll was modeled after the Telemundo weather girls. You know, the ones with the really nice tight dresses that are real short, show lots of leg and all that.
Those girls are gorgeous. Those big baby Latinas, they can stay. They can
Hey, caller, Mr. Producer, can you cut the caller off, please?
There it is.
The radio exclusively back to Willie here, because he has a lot of important things to say, and he's got plenty of time left to do it. Willie, if you have your thoughts together and you understand what you're going to say, you got it listed out, maybe some bullet points. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
man.
You can optimize the amount of time I'm giving you, which is, pretty generous, amount of radio time. So go ahead.
I see what you're doing there. Hey, now I'm gonna whoop old Jethro's rear end, man. I'm gonna whoop him up and down in the state of South Carolina. No, hey, I want to talk about. No, look at him. Hey, Gator Contreras, man. Hey, a Gator Contreras play set. Hey, man, Gator Contreras play set, man. Hey, you see, it comes complete with alligators, man. And you can take the immigrants that are housed at Gator Contreras and put them in the gator's mouth. Hey, you make the little gator walk around with an immigrant in his mouth. That's funny. A Gator Contreras play set, man.
Come on now. Hey, do you have anything intelligent to say at all? I've seen you actually recently come out with intelligent things to say. Do you have anything resembling an intelligent thought at this point in the show?
Yeah, no, intelligence. What's that? Hey, a Diddy play set. Hey, a Diddy play set. It comes complete with tunnels, man.
Willie, these aren't products that you have. You're just brainstorming ideas on the show.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you're just throwing out ideas on the radio show for products you're never going to make.
No, Zelensky, give me money, dog. Zelensky,
Willie.
give me money. No, hey,
Willie,
no,
I want to let you talk to
no,
Doc for a sec, okay? Because
no,
Doc is a crypto king. He understands crypto
no,
better than
hey,
anybody you ever met. So
yeah,
you've got a mine out in
no,
Colorado full
hey,
of them there Bitcoins.
yeah,
And I want you to talk to Doc here about how you can maybe get them back.
no, I don't want to talk to Doc. I want to talk about other stuff, man. Hey, did you know?
All right, well, we have plenty of
Hey,
time.
did you know that William Shatner? Hey, this ain't no lie. William
He started
Shatner, man.
underwear brand. You're
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
his underwear brand. Yeah, right. Yeah.
yeah,
Shatner
yeah.
pants.
Yeah, no, his lingerie company, man. Hey, did you know that William Shatner, he tried to start his own lingerie company
It's
for
called
women?
Shatner G-strings.
Yeah, no, hey, unfortunately, Shatner panties turned out to be a terrible choice for a brand name. Shatner panties, that's funny right there. Hey, come on. Hey,
You can buy those and use them as chumderwear, right?
Hey, hey, it works, man. Hey, especially the ones with the corn. Hey, this ain't no
Oh,
lie.
man, all right,
No,
enough,
hey,
dude,
no,
enough.
hey, Doc, I really want to talk to you, man. Hey, I know that you are a highly intelligent individual, Doc, and hey, and I know all about that crypto stuff, man. Hey, 'cause I got 20 gazillion billion pounds of Bitcoin, man, because we mine them things. You know, we do. We mine them out there in Colorado. I got a Bitcoin mine. It's in the side of a
Are
mountain.
you storing them in a cold wallet? Because if they're not in the cold wallet, they're melt.
No, hey, I store them, and it's all good. Well, it's all good. Got all my Bitcoins, man. Hey, but I'm telling you what.
You know,
hey,
Saul stole your Bitcoins, right?
Yeah, no, he ain't. He crooked, man. He can't be that crooked though. Hey, but not. Hey, XRP, they got a cryptocurrency now. This is not cryptocurrency advice, man. Hey, but XRP is supposed to make a big old run tomorrow or something, man. Hey, I heard it told them things are going to get up to about $1 billion for one of them, man. Hey, I got about $1 billion of them, so I'm going to be a multi-gazillionaire by the time it's all said and done with.
I don't think that's how economies work, Willie.
Yeah, no, hey, y'all sidetracking me though, man. Hey, 'cause I want to talk about flat Earth. Hey, and I want to talk about a pallet jack recliner. Another idea I come up with, man. Hey, and I want to talk about.
You were emailing me about Building 7
we
too.
got
You were sending
1
me a
minute.
bunch of emails about Building 7. So I don't know what you have to say about that.
We got a minute, man. Hey, July 32nd is going to be Wormapalooza, man. Hey, y'all know it's time for Wormapalooza again. July the 32nd, man. Hey, we gonna have cornholes going on, and frying pan tosses, and cow patty bingo, and pig racing, and bug racing, and cow racing.
All right.
And
And on that note, folks, we've got to go to break. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We will see you right after the break.
Flat Earth, man. Hey, we want to talk about flat Earth.
You got it in. You nut. Oh my God, you guys kill me. Doc, that was great. You did great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, I wanted to talk about Australia, man. Australia is
ain't real.
No,
it ain't real.
Hey, Australia is drifting. Hey, this ain't no lie. It's drifting like 2 centimeters a year or something like that. Man, I got it wrote down. 7 centimeters every year. Australia is moving. It is a fast-moving continent. But
That's
here's
why you
what I
want to buy
want to
land
know.
off the coast of Madagascar. So one day it'll be prime real estate.
Yeah, well, Willie come up with the idea, man. He wants to take some ropes and tie it to Australia and pull Australia to the United States, man. Hey, if Australia hit the United States, it wouldn't be Australia anymore, would it?
Be South Texas.
Well, that's not exactly how continents work.
No, it would probably be Puerto Rico first.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah.
Or Cuba.
Yeah.
Oh God!
The way they're going down there, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it's most likely going to be Cuba.
What was that island that Congressman said would flip over? What was that one again? Was that Samoa?
Yeah, I remember that.
The American Samoas.
Guam. That's the one.
Guam is out in the Pacific.
Exactly. But that one congressman said he thought it was going to flip over.
Oh yeah.
Worried about it tipping.
Yeah. Like with a boat or something.
Hey, Google Doom Goblin. That is really sad. Google Doom Goblin.
Oh man, you're just gonna come up with a picture of my ex-girlfriend.
I am not Googling that, no matter how much you ask me to. Not Googling.
Google Doom Goblin, and Greta Thunberg shows up. Hey, no joke. Just Google Doom Goblin, and you'll find all about Greta Thunberg.
Thunderbird, huh?
Yeah. Yeah,
Whatever happened to your other girl, Sydney Powell?
Yeah.
No one ever.
Yeah,
hear,
the one that stole all his forks and knives and spoons and everything.
Yeah,
I was thinking about her, Willie. That girl that stole everything you own. Took your silverware, your toilet paper, everything.
Yeah, every damn thing.
That's a lawyer
I'm
for you.
gone. Hey, we didn't get Aunt Mama Lou in there.
We got John's rope tonight.
I'll tell you, your connection starts out always kind of shaky, and then the more you talk, the better it gets. You guys notice that?
Yes. Am I good now?
You're good now.
Yeah.
But like the more you talk, the better it gets. So like when you say "Am I good now?" it's harder than if you say "Am I good now?" Because yesterday I went on a spree and blah 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 blah. All right, I got like 20 articles here left.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
We can't cover all of it. So let's see, that's gone. We covered the weed stuff pretty much. We covered the Spaniard War.
Willie want to talk about Aunt Mama Lou's sisters. Aunt Mama Lou's sister, she got one that's so fat. Aunt Mama Lou got a sister so fat. Her sister got a flesh-eating bacteria, and the doctor gave her 84 years to live. Big old guy. Hey, you know Aunt Mama Lou got 23 sisters, right?
Apparently one super fat one.
30 seconds.
Aunt Dorothy killed a bunch of college students out in the lake.
That was Miss Dorothy, Aunt Mama Lou's mama.
That's funny, dude. Yeah.
So apparently, Ghislaine Maxwell just put out a statement from her lawyer saying she's willing to give up the details.
And here's the countdown: 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, and we're going to dive right in with some pretty amazing breaking news from Dr. 420. What do you got for us, Doc?
So, according to Daily Mail, Ghislaine Maxwell says she is willing to reveal the Jeffrey Epstein client list. This is being reported widely now as being sourced by Daily Mail through her lawyer.
So she's had this thing stashed on a thumb drive, like Upper Yahoo, for the last 4 years?
I don't know. I think she's trying to angle to get out, but I thought that was interesting. Yeah. I just noticed that come across the breaking news.
If she goes total, state's evidence and comes out with all the beans and just supports it all, and I mean, let's go. Trump, right? Where are you on this? Is this still not a thing? Because I mean, they came out with like the tranche 1 of the Epstein files, and we thought it was just going to be like, the previous release they did, with all the different tranches to all the social media influencers, and like 8, 9, 10 of them, and you just keep getting inundated with all this information. But we got none of that. Nothing. No Epstein information whatsoever. And now, if she's going to step up and say, I will talk at this point, that's amazing.
Yeah, I hope she's not. I hope it's not a bunch of BS, because, I mean, somebody as manipulative as her, but go ahead, Jodovation. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, that's fine. I was just going to say that when Ghislaine was in the middle of her trials, they gave her a computer and they gave her access because she had millions of pages of documents to sort through. So it is very possible that she does have, millions of pages.
Yeah, and that sort of source code to go back into where all the real stuff is hidden. You know what I mean? Like there's a system to it.
Right.
And she
And
would
so,
know what that system is. You know, it's just millions of files of child porn. Well, okay, well, does that happen to be Chuck Schumer in that one? Or does it allegedly, or does that happen to be, some other prominent politician in that other shot with that kid on the beach and they're hugging a little kid sitting there, give a little kiss to some kid who's clearly a completely different ethnic, background from you. Never seen any other pictures of you with this kid, but here you are on Epstein Island, just hugging him,
yeah. And they
Yeah.
even have Virginia Giuffre. She said that in an interview that they were calling Little St. James, Jeffrey Epstein's island, Pedophile Island and Orgy Island. And she said that's because that's what it was. Orgy Island.
And Pedophile Island. I mean,
and I think she would know.
Yeah.
And, we report this stuff and talk about it kind of nonchalantly, like, oh, yeah, it's just, pedophile island or whatever. But, folks, there's so much stuff out there. You were talking about the 300,000 missing kids in America and how a lot of them are just gone. How the nastiness, how there's things going on in America today that probably make the slavery days seem like chicken feed. And I mean it. And then you go over to a country like China or some of these other places and different far-flung places in the universe where slavery is still a thing today. The United Arab Emirates, if I'm not mistaken, their soccer stadium that they're building was just used with all kinds of North African people who came there. They take their passports, they pay them next to nothing, make them work, 80-hour weeks on scaffolding and doing dangerous, hardcore work. And it's just overlooked, hey, it's the World Cup. Things like that might have to happen if we're, ever going to get the stadium built, right?
Well, they do the same thing in Dubai with the slave labor as well.
Yeah, it's happening.
At America.
But it's happening all over the world to levels that just dwarf whatever happened during, as far as the number of people involved, dwarf what happened during the American slavery days. Slaves have existed forever. Every single person listening to the show, I don't care what color your skin is, you are descendant from a slave at some point.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. And stolen land. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, but we'll get to stolen land next.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's a shame that's the focus of this whole thing has gotten so politicized and so deep into the weeds of conspiracy and all these other things when we're kind of like glossing over the fact, like you said, that this is a form of sexual slavery that is rampant throughout the United States. It's rampant throughout the world. And there really needs to be a focus on that part of it. And I think it's a shame that this particular guy has become kind of the face of it when it's the main moneymaker for the cartels. That's their primary funds source is human trafficking. It's just a shame.
It is. And we are so happy that this stuff is coming to an end.
Yeah.
Because most of it is being run by the Mexican cartels and other foreign entities, establishment gangs, if you will, that are in the country. I'm reading things, and Doc, you probably know about this as well, that like a very large percentage of the cannabis that's grown in the United States comes from Chinese farms.
Yeah, illegal farms on top of that. They do all kinds of things to get their initial license in somebody else's name, and then they do all kinds of sneaky, underhanded paperwork. And a lot of the Chinese people that were coming across the border that got reported, they had their own like intake center down in Panama or Costa Rica, somewhere like that, that the cartel was using. A lot of those people ended up being slave labor in those industries. These huge warehouse grows, and these people are forced to work there to pay off their debt to being brought to the United States. I think it was something like I can't remember that there's a huge number of these in. Joe Rogan had a guy on who worked for the California Department of Agriculture and Land Management. The guys that go out and do check the trails and keep an eye on the forests and all that stuff. What is that? The forest reservers? I can't remember what they're called. But anyway, that they had to create a tactical unit because there's so many of these illegal cartel grows throughout.
You're
California.
you're talking about just the Forest Service, right?
Yeah, Forest Service. That I couldn't remember the name of it for some reason.
Okay, yeah. So they have tactical units now because I've never heard of that growing up.
Yeah, no, that is one of the big things down in California in the illegal cannabis industry. They go into these state lands and build these huge outdoor grows, steal water and do all kinds of terrible things to the environment. And it was getting so bad that they had to create a tactical unit within the Forest Service in California to go out and hunt these guys down. That's horrible.
And when you say stealing water, it's like they'll hook up a tube, PVC piping, right? That goes right into a river somewhere and just pumps it downhill around an entire mountain and down to their farm where they just have it all day.
Yeah, they'll dam off the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's like stealing water from downriver big time from people who need it,
Yep.
So yeah, it goes on and on and on. Let's see what else. Well, we talked about this earlier, but Scott Jennings, Scott, he's got his own radio show coming up.
Scott, is he the guy on CNN?
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
He has and I can't remember what network, but it's the big one, the big conservative network of radio stations that he's getting an hour a day. And here's what he had to say the other day on the cannabis farm in California.
I just want to go back to the thing I was most concerned about in reading all of this today, and that's that these little children are found on these farms. I mean, are we really saying here in the year 2025, well, we have to maintain the status quo of illegal immigration in the United States because we need little children to pick marijuana in California? It's like blowing my mind.
No, Scott, I think you're making a really, frankly, it's very important.
It goes on, but I think that you get the gist of it. It blows my mind that's what we're defending here today.
Well, Democrats will always defend slavery. They always have.
Yotivation, man. The Dems are going down a deep dive into unpopularity by constantly taking one bad theme after another, one bad take after another, after another, after another. Like, what's next? Like, they're defending pedophilia. They're just, give me a bad take and that party will jump on it.
The Coyote Party, because it seems like everything they try blows up in their own faces every single time. And they do it to themselves, They're the ones that move the goalpost so far. So whatever accountability comes their way, it's because they tried to go after President, or I call him Precedent Trump, by any means necessary. So whatever comes to them, it's because they made it possible.
Oh, man. It's crazy to watch. They just do it in real time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nobody's going to believe this when they, unless they lived through this time. When they look back, it's just so embarrassing to me, the things that people have done, through COVID and all this transgender nonsense. And I mean, I just can't even believe it myself. And we're living through it. How did we let our nation get this crazy?
Exactly. Speaking of crazy, let's move on to AOC and her X account. Wow, who would have thought that electing a rapist would have complicated the release of the Epstein files? Is what she had to say, right?
Yeah.
And people are coming back at her and saying, hey, have you noticed that, like, Trump's suing, a lot of people? ABC, Stephanopoulos, $15 million in a defamation suit, right? Like, how smart is that? To call Trump a rapist? On what level can you do that?
Well, it's their little imaginary world they live in, right? Like in the imaginary NPR blue bubble that they live in, Trump is a rapist, he's a misogynist, he's a failed businessman, and he's a liar and a cheat. Like, he's all of those things in their world. Now, granted, we know that 99% of the things that they have to say about him are not true, but they actually have their followers, especially the kind of mentally deranged socialists that are followers of AOC, they all think that he is a rapist, and they believe in their emotional state that he is that. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't think it really matters to them because they believe it as a truth, and that's how they are.
Well, Yotivation, have you ever heard the term all abbreviated FAFO?
Yes, I have. Many times.
You have? Yeah. Now, is she doing the FA part of that?
She's just not very smart, and yeah, she is. She's gonna find out. And speaking of her, where is she? Remember when she was crying for all of the fake illegals back during President Trump's first term? That parking lot, she staged a scene, and now we have actually 300,000 missing illegal children. We just found 14 of them. Where is she? Where is she crying? Oh, girl, she's out of control.
Yeah, and the FO part is that he can straight up sue her now for defamation of character because you can't call the sitting president a rapist as you're a member of Congress.
Yeah, George Stephanopoulos didn't work out well for him.
Didn't work out real at all. What was it 16 million they got him for?
Yeah, 15 million.
Yeah.
And he just settled because it's yeah, whatever. I just want you guys to pay a huge amount of money. I want you to buy my next jet. Once you buy my next jet, I'm going to sit back and I'll count your money, and yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a beautiful day.
Yeah, he could bankrupt AOC because that woman don't have no money. No real
she's
money.
Getting rich. No,
but I guarantee it's all on paper. She claims to have an economics degree, but that woman couldn't economic her way out of a paper bag.
But dude, people are throwing money at her. They're just everybody. The crazy far left team left in this country is just throwing money
but that
at her.
goes into a fund that
Roger calls it Operation Blooming Onion.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, I think she's completely propped up. I think if she gets kicked, if she gets sued into oblivion, she's not going to pay that off. That's going to be paid off by her war chest. That'll be just the cost of doing business.
Exactly.
And she'll look like a superstar.
That's what you're in Congress to do, is build up that war chest, build up that money. And you can spill it down into yourself in so many different ways. Like, basically, you have to pay for your rent, you have to pay your car payment, but your food, you know what I mean? You're a member of Congress. Food is just, they're not going to let you starve. Just go down to the Capitol, and there's free food for days, and it's good food.
Oh, you can get somebody to take you out for lunch every day.
Absolutely. Yeah, 5-star dinners every single night. Hey, you want to just test out this new Jeep for us and just give us a review of it? What do you think you like about it? What don't you like about it? We'll give it to you for the next few months. You can tell us what you think of it.
Yeah, maybe vote on this bill that's coming up, and as long as you're riding around in our nice new Jeep.
Yeah, or whatever. It's here it is. Like, here's a million different ways to make money as a person in Congress.
Well, why else would you go into debt becoming a politician?
It's the opposite of what it should be. We should have stringent studies and audits done on every member of Congress that you cannot leave with more money than you came there with.
Yeah,
period.
I agree.
They shouldn't be able to collect as much money as they do. Like, they should have to work for free. Like Elon just had Doge.
I mean, that was the olden days. That's how it was done back in the day, But today, at least, I'd just like to say that, hey, you can't leave with a greater net worth than you came here with, other than, you have a bunch of money in a mutual fund and it went up over your term as a congressman because you did good things and the economy grew and America got richer. I'm for that, but to be buying options on obscure companies that are completely entangled into giant, legislation bills that you vote on, and suddenly your options become worth, $100,000 investment becomes $4 million overnight. Then you cash out the next day.
The Pelosi stock trade. That's right. The Pelosi
That's some
stock
BS
trade.
right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
she does that. Oh, well, Paul Pelosi does it, her husband, but
They're the best in the business at it, though.
they're better than like almost every hedge fund in the country.
By extravagant margins. Like it's ridiculous how much they destroyed the top hedge funds.
Yeah. And all those option traders on the floor, man, they know if they're getting that trade, it's just a money loser. They got to hedge the crap out of it. They got to, they're just taking a losing trade the minute they take that.
Yep.
It's yikes. But, the traders on the floor, man, they get that knowledge. Hey, I just sold Nancy Pelosi, 1,000 puts on this company. Right? That's money. You've got that information. So they go turn around and play the market, and they know that legislation is going through. They know that company's going to have their stock go up 100% in a week. Yep. And bada bing, bada boom, money is made. That's how the insiders do it.
Yep, they just print money basically. That's it's almost that easy for them when they have that kind of information, especially somebody who's on as many committees as Nancy Pelosi was on. She had access to so much insider information as what was coming down the pipe that would affect the markets. Like the folks buying war stocks before we make a vote, before they make a decision on going to bomb Iran. A bunch of people bought government, munitions suppliers stock.
Uh-huh.
That's just. When you have a system like that, how can you expect anything to be not completely corrupt?
It's kind of messed up, but it is capitalism. It is a system that has made the, American landscape what it is.
What?
We
should just make them put the patch on their sleeve, like the race car drivers, and then I'm okay with it. I'm 100% fine with it.
Oh, in Congress,
yeah, as long as they put the patches on their sleeves and on their jackets, like the race car drivers. Do what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I think there should be term limits and, like I said, audits and.
Give me a second. Issues real quick. I gotta get it back up on going. It's coming. For some reason it started doing the little wheel. So let's see what's going on here. Kind of get a little edgy about this. We had the same problem happen Wednesday, so give me a second. It looks like it's still up. I just have to unmute it.
We have a.
Yeah, I do not quite understand what the deal is. Could be the fact that I have maybe too many links or tabs open. Go ahead, straighten that out. That's basically what I had to do last few times. No. There we go. It looks like it might be.
It's done. Like
and
that's
judges are chump change. You can buy a judge for like 50 grand. Like it's easy.
You can get a local prosecutor for about $4,500.
Yeah, some of these are like 10 grand.
Mm-hmm. And who was it? The guy from BlackRock that said, "Yeah, we just own these people. Like we straight up own them. Like we put them in office. It's all just our little club, you know."
Yeah, if he really wanted to be politically successful in the system we have now, that's what he would do. But I think he's thinking too much about his own goal to really put his weight in the right place to do the big changes. Because I don't think it fits in with his goal to get a big group of, put all this money together to get people to vote to put these term limits in. I just don't think it fits in with his goal perspective, and I don't think it would ever be something it wouldn't have the same risk reward as getting a new political party with some political leverage like the Libertarians did with getting Ross Ulbricht out of prison.
Yeah.
You know? So I just think his political mindset doesn't work like that.
Exactly. And in the limited time we have left, I want to move to like the money that tariffs are bringing into the United States. It was they're estimating this is going to be about $500 billion at the rate things are going right now. Which is, the net interest on the national debt is close to $1 trillion. So if these deals all fall into place, we could cover the interest on the debt with tariffs. And so far, I haven't seen any prices go up. I haven't seen, have you guys seen any of that stuff? I've heard like car dealerships putting ads out about the tariffs and, come and get your car quick before the tariff comes in. But they're car salesmen. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, of course, they're going to use anything they can. Yeah, but other than that, I haven't seen a thing.
I haven't either.
No, not really.
Going to be before he, I think he already has implemented the external revenue service. So how long before he gets rid of the internal revenue service?
Oh, man. He started the external revenue service. I love it. Internal, get rid of it. Yes, thank you very much. Get rid of property taxes. They're horrible. Florida's moving to do just that.
Yeah.
They've already have no income tax and they're ready to get rid of the property tax. And once you do the 1-2 trifecta right there, well, it's not a trifecta, is it? But you get my point. It's a beautiful thing. You put those two things together and life starts making a lot of sense. And if you're living in New York, you're going, what? Like, you just run the numbers, man. Put it in Excel, run the numbers, and just see what it's like. I used to live in Nevada on Lake Tahoe, on the Nevada side. And on the California side, if I'd have bought my same house over there, it would have been 5 times more expensive. It would have been just so much more expensive. The property taxes on my place were like $40 a year. It was stupid. They just didn't care. And on the California side, it's like $400 a month, $300 a month.
Yep.
Right? It just goes on and on and on and on. Your income is taxed. Everything is taxed. And they just stand in stark contrast right there, the California side and the Nevada side.
Yeah, we have the same problem up here in Oregon. Everybody's fleeing the taxes. They keep raising taxes, keep raising taxes on gas, taxes on electricity, service charge on this, fee on that. And they're nickel and diamond businesses out of business. They're leaving. They're completely shutting down and leaving the state. People are just going to Idaho. Idaho's having a massive boom right now around the Boise area because of all the people leaving Oregon and Northern California. And it's because of those policies.
Yeah. And, Yotivation, you just took the bold step and moved to New York. So good for you.
Yeah. On these people.
I'm sorry, your connection's really bad because you're in New York and they don't really have internet there, do they? Yeah, you're cutting out. So Doc, we got about a minute left. Where can people find you online?
Well, the best place to follow me is on the old Twitter, better known as X these days,